What's up guys, PyPop101 here. Today we're going to be going over the most powerful Marvel weapons in existence, so let's get started. So guys, thanks to Lumiere, we now have a very cool mod called Thor Love and Thunder, which gives us the Necro Sword, the Reformed Mjolnir, Stormbreaker, Zeus's Thunderbolt, and we even get the Mighty Thor and Thor's Armor. We'll be trying out all of this today. Now, why don't we start with the Reformed Mjolnir. Now, I will warn you guys, this is extremely overpowered for many different reasons. One being, if we raise it up above our head, notice lightning strikes and it gets imbued. One other cool feature is just like the Thunder Fury, we can do things like and shoot out the actual lightning Kamehameha beam directly from the Mjolnir, which in itself just makes this one of the most powerful weapons in Blade Sorcery, and I'd say Blade Sorcery history. And of course, since it's a Mjolnir, you can hit enemies, knock them back with a ton of force, and it electrocutes them. Ooh, right into the spikes too. Now, a very cool feature of this that we have never seen before in Blade Sorcery is a reforming weapon. Well, I guess it is similar to the Shatterblade, now that I think about it. But all we need to do is push the spell button. It actually shoots out all of these separate shards. And notice it removes the shards from the actual Mjolnir itself. And if we press the spell button again, all of the shards come back to the Mjolnir and it gets reformed. So just like the movie, it really works fantastic. The fact that they get shot out and they come back, yes, they all pierce the enemies and do damage to them as well. So it's just extremely overpowered and it's really just a ton of fun to use. You know, guys, I've been thinking about a couple different weapons to use in a video that could be the most powerful, and I'd have to say that this takes the cake now, because I don't know of any that do all of these abilities together. And even if the lightning was to end, all you need to do is hold it up and look, you see the lightning coming down? It's just imbuing it infinitely again and again. Oh, this is so cool. And let's say you're in the middle of a firefight and oh no, they're getting too close. The fact that you can shoot all of them out, all the shards, and that they come back and can pierce them on the way back too. They don't even see it coming. Not to mention, guys, this is the Mjolnir, so as I'm sure you know, if you throw it, pull the grip, it comes back to your hand, and obviously any enemy that is in its way will get knocked back. Not to mention, it does have the ability, I think we just saw it, to auto-target any live enemies that it's aimed at. Oh, maybe not. Oh well, regardless. It doesn't get thrown straight either, which I think is a very cool feature too. There's sort of an arc to it. So if we throw it out, notice it doesn't just go straight, which I think it makes it a bit more realistic too, because when you're actually fighting enemies, you're never just gonna throw an arc straight, will you? Oh, he got knocked out of here. Look at how far I can hit him out of the arena with this. Let's go up. Come on. Ready? And now I will let you guys know that it is not completely perfect yet. It is a little bit, I can't say buggy, it does lag a little bit just because of how many different shards you can shoot at enemies. But I would like to let you guys know that you can also customize the amount of shards. You can customize the return speed. This is a very customizable and very, well, powerful weapon, as you can tell. And it does come with a very unique feature, which it actually disables the normal lightning, gives you Thor lightning, which the only feature that I've really been able to see with it is that it's the normal lightning except when you electrocute them. Look at myself, notice we're also electrocuted. So, it's still pretty cool. And it allows, obviously, the metals to arc, and it's very overpowered. But very, very cool. So I highly recommend you guys check this out if you haven't already. On to the next one. Now you guys have seen the Mjolnir, let's take a look at the Stormbreaker. And as you can tell, we have a lovely model right here. And I may have accidentally pulled the trigger. So as you can tell, with the Stormbreaker right here, it allows you to obviously knock enemies back, to cut limbs off. So if we get this guy right here, take a look at that. We got his head. Just like the Mjolnir, it allows us to shoot out the lightning Kamehameha beam whenever we pull the trigger. And notice there's not really any lag, there's really no issues with this either. So, you just... oh. Wow, okay, I guess the slash damager for it has... it makes it really easy to cut off limbs. You just walk right into it. Oh, I've never seen that. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the lightning just arced right in between them with both of these. So why don't we try that again? Oh, looks like it's still doing it. That's pretty awesome. Excuse me, I don't think you need your head. Hey, come back. Oh man. And I love the look of it. It has the Imbue decals. The fact that we have another weapon, a third one that can actually shoot out the lightning Kamehameha, just makes it so incredibly overpowered. And notice we can obviously throw it and it returns to our hand because it wouldn't be the Stormbreaker if it couldn't do that. And here we go. Cuts off limbs super easy, and of course if we raise it above our head, notice the lightning coming down, hitting it and electrocuting it so we can have an infinite imbue. Oh, not. Who's next? Oh, looks like I got a leg. For those of you that have seen Thor 11 Thunder, I'm sure you recognize this guy right here. We have Zeus is Thunderbolt. Now this doesn't really do anything except for piercing and, well, I think it might kill enemies in one hit, or these guys are super weak. But the fact that we can hit enemies, do blunt damage to them, and pierce them just makes this a very cool weapon. Not to mention the fact that you can throw it just like that. It pierces them super easily. And also, well, kill this guy. One cool feature is we can throw it, hold a grip, and just like the Mjolnir and Stormbreaker, it does return back to us. Now, that itself just makes this a very, very overpowered weapon. I also have to say, it's very, very cool looking too. Just look at this. Now, guessing it's using some kind of special scrolling shader, which I obviously have no issues with, because it's... alright. Okay. I think not. Come here. Yeah, you better come back. And for any of you guys that have seen Thor: Love and Thunder, for those of you that are looking forward to the next movie, so am I. I might end up making my own mods for this because I really did like some of the cool things in the movie, so if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'd highly recommend checking it out. And last but not least, we have the all-black Necro Sword, which, hey, don't hit me. As I'm sure you guys have seen in the movie, it is very, very overpowerful, and it, well, it's a pretty cool looking weapon too. You guys know that it has the ability to kill gods. And of course, since this is Blade and Sorcery and we have the abilities of gods, might as well be able to take a sword like this and use it as well. And just to show you guys what some of the armor looks like, we have Thor's chest plate. Bang. We have Thor's glove. We have Thor's leggings. I don't know if they're actually leggings. We have some of the gauntlets. We have boots. Woo! And finally, we have Thor's helmet. And just to show you guys something cool, we are now officially Thor. And something also cool that I don't know if I've shown you guys yet is we pulled the trigger while shooting out the lightning Kamehameha beam. These both get imbued. So I think that's it for this video. If you guys like the mods, you like the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. Thanks for watching.